Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sicilian Corner podcast. Lou, how are you?
Doing very well.
Okay. I am glad to hear that. I know you've been a bachelor for at least a week now.
A week now, yeah.
Yeah, and you still look pretty
much
good.
a week to go,
You still
yeah.
look all right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know something? That's a good thing. A lot of times our show is on the light side. We do that intentionally, and I think during the 25 years that we've been on, we've talked a lot about really basically nothing. I mean, we've had a lot of
Pretty
fun,
much,
a lot
yeah.
of fun doing it, a lot of fun doing it. But we also do some serious stuff.
It's the Sicilian show about nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, Shakespeare wrote a play called Much Ado About Nothing. And this kind of defines our show, to be honest with you. But anyway, this morning, everybody, I really I'm looking forward to this because this is serious. Summertime, you want to be outside, you want to be cooking out, Lou, and the sun. We've had some really hot weather here too, and you got to be careful. And some people don't realize how easy something can go wrong and how many people can get sick because of it. Being in the food industry and retired from the food industry, I really have firsthand experience of the seriousness of taking care of food correctly. So on that note, I'd like to welcome Dr. Julia Gatza. She's a nationally recognized health educator, and she's affectionately known, Lou, as Dr. Julie.
All right.
All right. She's been on TV shows, radio shows, hundreds of them. She's been all over the place, has a terrific reputation. And if you want to wish her, she's going to be getting married very, very shortly. So if you'd like
Nice.
to say hello, Lou, Julie, there's Lou. And he'll be asking questions also during the interview. And again, I want to welcome you to the Sicilian Corner podcast.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, you know something, girl. You're the rose among the thorns. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Could you tell our Sicilian Corner listeners a little something about yourself?
Sure. I'm been in practice for 35 years. I'm third generation chiropractor, the seventh one in my family. And basically, I have gotten into looking at health from a full body area. So very holistic, meaning when you correct the digestive system, you make sure that people can absorb, they're getting the proper nutrients, they're not inflaming their body. Correcting the digestive system makes chiropractic work better. It helps with diabetes and heart disease and asthma and skin conditions because you can't get nutrition in unless you handle that first. So I'm very big proponent on, correcting that first while you handle other things.
I would imagine that if you're carrying extra weight, that doesn't help either.
And one of the reasons you're carrying extra weight is because the digestive system isn't working. I've seen every person that has a weight problem is actually malnourished. They're starving, which means they're not getting the nutrition in to feed the cells, to run the metabolism, to detoxify the liver. So the whole system is basically on a halt because of the fact that they can't get nutrients in properly.
And when you say malnourished, not in volume, but in content.
That's right. And so, a lot of times they're hungry because they can't get the nutrients in. So the body's saying, we need this, we need this. So they do get energy from eating carbs and sugar, which is what they're lacking because they cannot make that metabolism cycle properly. So it's just a vicious cycle.
Back in, I believe it was 1957. Yeah. I think Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong came out and they did a song together, one that was out there for a long time, but their rendition of it is absolutely beautiful. Summertime and the living is easy. The living is easy.
Yeah.
And in the summertime, we're outside a lot. We get together a lot. There's a lot of cookouts, and food poisoning becomes something that's a serious, serious situation. I was reading in a paper that 1 out of 6 people who in the United States during the course of a summer months, the hot weather, suffers from some kind of a stomach problem, relationship to having something to eat outside or or even in a restaurant. I mean, people, but eating outside presents problems because the sun is beating down. You think you have things refrigerated, but you know something, there it's out there for a long period of time, whether it be mayonnaise or whatever the case might be. And y- Dr. Julie, you've kind of you specialize in this subject. I mean, and you've been doing so many talks throughout the country. That's why we invited you to come on the Sicilian Corner. Um, what is the number one biggest problem about cooking outside?
I would say the biggest one is what I call chicken juice. It's the the fact that you hadn't been prepping the chicken correctly, so it can get on different knives and cutting boards and leak through the ice in the cooler. And so I would say that's probably the biggest thing is poultry and the rawness or getting the juice in there. There's lots of other reasons that people get sick, but that's the most overlooked.
Cross contamination is
Hmm.
a serious problem too. Um, as a matter of fact, for the longest time, at my house, I had two grills. One would be for beef and one would be for chicken. And
Wow.
I'd be running back and forth like a maniac, but you know something, it's a good thing. If the chicken is marinated, that lets it stay a little bit longer, keep a little bit longer, fresher.
That's true because you're usually doing it in some sort of vinegar, lemon juice, which also helps to preserve it as well.
At
Yeah.
what point does chicken juice become dangerous? How long does it have to be on a cutting board? How long does it have to be on a knife?
It's not a matter of how long, it's does it have the bacteria of salmonella in it. So not every piece of chicken has it, but the longer it sits, I don't even know what the minutes are, but if you've cut the chicken with your knife and then you go and cut the same vegetables and throw them into the salad, and then you're eating that salad with the chicken juice from the vegetables, you're setting yourself up. And if you've ever had salmonella, you think you want to die. It is everything goes wrong.
But that's something that can happen on the table of the counter as opposed to not worrying about buying it out of a store. It comes out of a store, it's okay. It's how you handle it afterwards, more often than not.
Well, I mean, the contamination couldn't happen in the store. Is that what you were asking?
No.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. No,
Um, again, like I said, being in the food industry as long as I have, since I retired, and I miss it. I miss it dearly. But, you trying to emphasize to your workers, people that are working for you, the problems that they could create. And you see some bad habits from people, that they don't consider. That's why, in the particular stores that I worked in, I mean, we would do swab tests, and you would swab whether it be the bandsaw where something was being cut, and it'd be amazing. You'd think the thing was perfectly clean, and yet it wasn't. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
so there's bacteria everywhere, no matter how hard you try to get rid of it. It's and you don't want to enhance it and wake it up more or less by doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. And one is leaving food outside too long.
That's true.
And
And a lot of things that people aren't aware of as far as the food outside is it's not just the mayonnaise, it's often onions.
hmm,
And onions, you've heard the wives' tale of
seriously,
putting an onion by your bed at night. If you're sick in the morning, it's dark. Onions have a tendency to reabsorb toxins. So when they're sitting out under the sun, they're basically collectors of that. And I have found with the research is it has a lot to do with the onions in the things sitting out as well.
you know something? I'm glad I got up this morning because I didn't know that about onions.
Yeah. I mean, they're perfectly good for you, in moderation, but, people will put them in their socks, onion skins in their socks and sleep with them at night, and it pulls and draws out toxins and poisons from the
what?
body. Yeah.
I this is a first for me because I didn't
Yeah.
know any of
Yeah.
that. That's cool. I like
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah, me
like that.
too.
You have a few people saying hello to you. Andy Parisi is saying good morning.
Good
Barbara
morning.
Cody is saying good morning.
Hello,
And
guys.
Yeah, yeah. So you're in a very interesting field, and I'm sure when you go to do a talk or you get interviewed, especially with TV, people you get their attention right off the bat because I think all of us at one time or another have had something that wasn't exactly too kosher, and we got an upset stomach over it. And there's nothing worse than when your stomach is completely screwed up. I mean, it can ruin 3, 4 days sometimes.
Yeah, there's no faking it. You're in it. So
Mm. So, your advice to people, the number one thing that you want people to walk away with, is what when they're cooking outside. If I was coming to your house and you were doing a cookout, and all I had to do is just walk and follow you and watch you what you were doing, what would be the first thing?
uh, pull out the cutting board, pull out the meat. Let's just talk poultry. It's the easiest one. And once I cut it up or did whatever I was doing with it, put it in a container, hot soapy water, clean off the cutting board. I sometimes use a different one for poultry.
Yeah.
And if I'm putting it on a baking sheet to go out to the grill, that baking sheet gets put back and cleaned because you don't want the chicken juice with the cooked chicken going back onto that baking sheet.
Okay.
So let's say we're going out on a tailgate, or we're going to the beach or something like that. I usually keep a separate container for chicken itself, put it in a Tupperware, because a lot of people will put the libations at the bottom, put the ice, put the chicken from the store right on top, and the chicken juice trickles down into the ice, gets on the top of the libations, and now you're drinking chicken juice and possibly putting yourself at risk.
So you're not out of the woods when the chicken is cooked either.
Yeah, I mean, when it's cooked, you are out of the woods.
Yeah.
That's just a matter. It's not such a big deal at that point. But it's the raw chicken and the turkey and the ground chicken and the ground turkey. Beef isn't such a problem. Fish isn't such a problem. We've had beef tartare, which is, raw beef. People eat it raw. And we eat a lot of sushi, which they give you the warning sign. But in general, it's not the fish or the beef. It used to be pork, but they've pretty much cleaned up that sort of
You
scary
know,
thing.
in our area, we have a lot of Lebanese people in what we refer to as the Merrimack Valley, where we're broadcasting from. And again, in the stores, we would have people pick up, like, say, top round steak, not the best cut, just
Right.
something that's as lean as possible. They'd want all the fat trimmed off of it, but they'd want it ground 3 times in the machine. And the key to all of that is making sure the meat cutter takes that hamburg machine apart and washes it, cleans it, puts it back together, and then grinds your steak in that, because that
Wow.
can really cause a serious problem because of the bacteria that's probably in
Sure.
that machine. You don't know what was ground up. It could have been lamb. It could have
Right.
been almost anything.
Right.
And trying to get some of the younger guys to respond to something like that, you got to really watch them and instill in them the fact that bacteria can get people deathly sick. I mean,
It's
I'm
true.
sure that there's people that die because of forms of bacteria in their system. E. coli. Can you explain to me what E. coli is?
E. coli is a bacteria that occurs in feces. And so, what can happen is if somebody is not
Yeah.
good habits, if E. coli gets into your system, it can run rampant and cause sepsis, which is, blood poisoning, and, cause death. Now, you have to have a fairly compromised immune system for that to cause mortality like this. But in general, the E. coli can do a real number on you. And, one of the things that I've seen over the years is when people don't have efficient digestive systems, which means they're not voiding their bowels daily. They're bloated, they're inflamed, they're gassy, indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, constipation, diarrhea. Any of those things are not normal. They're very common, but they're not normal. So, one of the things that can occur is you can get E. coli leaking through the small intestine and getting into your bloodstream. And so now your immune system is on a constant alert, handling the backup and the things that you should have gotten out of your system. However, now you have a compromised immune system, and then people want to know how you get an autoimmune disorder and why it's not working properly. Once again, stemming from the digestive system. So any of those symptoms are common, but they're not normal. So if you have them, it behooves you to do what you should to address it and handle it naturally.
Listen to you talk. It behooves you.
It does
Wow.
behoove you.
Wow.
All right, Doc, you hit on a subject I wanted to hit on because my girlfriend and I are at odds at this all the time because she's hyper aware of everything you're talking about.
Right.
And I'm less so. I do take care. I'm common sense and all that stuff, but I'm
Yeah,
less
common sense.
aware of it because I don't have these problems. I'm
Right.
having much of these problems. So there's a variance of susceptibility to response from this, right?
Sure. Absolutely. You know, and when people say they have an iron gut, okay, you know, some of it is genetic, some of it is just the fact that they're the lucky guys, some of it's simply they're eating better than others. But, you know, I have found that, you know, it's not really normal to be gassy. It's not normal to be bloated after you eat and way too full and feeling uncomfortable. All those things are just signs that say whatever you just ate, you didn't break down properly. In this country, at least now, from all the pesticides and modifications of our seeds and our food, we are not such a healthy food country anymore. So we're eating substandard foods. We're not making digestive enzymes to be able to break down the things that we do put into our body. And so we have a lot of unbroken down food, stress on the digestive system, inflammation, starving cells. And, you know, I've been pushing high quality digestive enzymes for years and years because it's like a, you know, wringing more nutrition out of your meal than you could have gotten without it.
Okay, you hit on another subject. I'm glad. Because my stomach talks a lot. It
Okay.
gurgles, right? I don't have digestive problems. I'm rarely bothered by that type of thing, but I do have a lot.
And you can't go wrong. It's like, it's better than taking a multivitamin.
You have a business selling product, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, in my office, I sell a lot of different nutrients. I'm a spokesperson for Absorbaid, but it was the
Okay.
easiest yes for me because I was already using it. I can't say enough about it, and
You were
everyone that
sold on
uses
it
it.
before you started
Yeah,
promoting
so
it.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
the
you can
best.
have heartburn 4 hours later, take Absorbaid, and your heartburn is decreased considerably, if not gone. That every time I'm like, well, just take Absorbaid, just take Absorbaid. I sound like a broken
How do you
record.
spell it?
ABSORBAID.
ID. Interesting.
Yeah.
And you take that when you get up in the morning or a couple of times a day or
I take it with every meal. And,
with every
you know,
meal? Okay.
I'm not a perfect eater all the time. I had a pizza the other night, so I
I'm
doubled
proud of
down
you.
on.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And so I doubled down and took, you know, more than I would. I worked in the garden the other day and 10 hours I was in my garden, my back, my hands, my neck. So I took 4 before I went to bed on an empty stomach because it doesn't just break down food, it breaks down inflammation, it breaks down toxins
Does
and
it really?
bacteria. Yeah.
Wow.
And
So if you
inflammation is the big enemy, isn't it?
yeah.
It's the thing that causes all the pain and discomfort with people, and inflammation is just a good warning sign that something is not working properly. Now you can certainly overdo it like I had done, and you know, maybe not drinking enough water that day and sweating it out and minerally deficient, but you know, it was good old good old heavy lifting type work.
Yeah, so many people that suffer with pain, shoulders, knees, and everything. And the older we get, that becomes more and more of a problem. So it's good to hear that has a side effect that helps out with inflammation, besides helping your little tummy.
Right.
Me,
And on
I
top of it, also viruses and bacteria. So if you find yourself getting sick, you can take the Absorbaid and it goes in and it starts handling those proteins as well and breaking them down, especially on an empty stomach, When you have a full stomach, you're breaking down the food. When you have an empty stomach, you're breaking down the other gunk in the body.
Listen, we have to take a commercial break. We'll be back. And I want you to watch these commercials. If they don't make you hungry, girl, you better start reaching out for that Absorbase. I'm going to tell you.
All right.
Anyway,
Bring it on.
We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us, Dr. Julie.
Sure.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao.
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella is honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-270-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org and speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7. Services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy
and Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Gatza Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Gatza Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
we have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazia Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazia Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back, and we're talking with Dr. Julie, and we're talking about what you should do and what you shouldn't do, especially about cooking outside in this beautiful, beautiful weather we've been having, except for the last few days where it rained, but we needed the rain. Dr. Julie, something I'd like to put on you, and it's something that I don't think you know about, but your last name, Gatza.
Correct.
If you look at the 2020 consensus throughout the United States, do you know there were 444 people that had your last name?
This is Mikey's research for the week.
Wow.
444 people with your last name. I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I mean, when you think about it, that's one out of almost 700,000 people.
That's a lot.
Where your family originated? Where?
Well, it was my ex-husband's name.
Ah, okay.
So,
All right.
let's put it this way. It's my daughter's name as well.
Okay.
Okay. I like it. What you're saying about the food preparation, cross-contamination, especially chicken in particular. You have a website that people could go to get more information besides listening to us this morning?
Yes, they should take a peek at called naturesources.com.
Naturesources.com. Nice and easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the product that you take yourself or you personally was taking before you even started promoting it, once again, is what?
It's called Absorbabe, and they also have one called Absorbabe Platinum, which has the probiotics in it, and it's sort of a digestive enzyme on steroids. So it does a bang up job. If you do get on that website, you can actually get some free samples or 20% off your first order.
What exactly is a probiotic, hon?
It is naturally good occurring bacteria in your gut that helps to keep the yeast in balance, because you're supposed to have candida yeast there and bacteria. Antibiotics, stress, surgeries, poor eating habits, being sick can imbalance this, and people can have symptoms of candida that they weren't even aware were candida, such brain fog and fatigue and skin conditions and rashes and all sorts of things. Fatigue and skin conditions.
We're breaking up just a wee bit here.
Yeah,
can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah.
I can.
All right. Meat thermometer. How important?
If you're good, if you've been cooking for a while, then you don't really need to pay much attention to it.
Really?
Thank you.
You know something? I do it, especially if I have guests over. I mean, with me, I can put my finger down on the steak.
Right.
And I put my finger up to my cheek, and I know it's medium rare. And but when I have people over the house, I do use a meat thermometer. I think it goes a long way because people see everything you do. Let me tell you.
Sure.
So just as a matter of making them more relaxed, I'll stick a meat thermometer in, even though I know I'm very close. And the fact that you should take a steak in particular, or even chicken, and let it sit for at least 5-6 minutes before you slice into it. That internal temperature will go up at least 5-6 degrees.
Correct.
But
Doctor, I like to sneak up on the steak and show it a picture of a flame. That's how I like my steak.
Well, I'm kind of similar. I think the rule is 145, I believe. But to me, 145 on a beautiful ribeye, it's sinful. I let mine get up to like 123, 125. Then I pull it and let it sit for 5 minutes. It gets at about 130. And you know something, that's perfect for Mike. It really is.
Yeah, that's a medium rare, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
How do you like yours?
it.
Do you eat meat?
I do. I love a medium rare steak.
Yeah, me too. That's the only way. My father, you could get one of his steaks and put it in your shoe if you had a sole had a hole in it. You could walk.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez. But that was old school. They were so afraid of trigonosis with pork.
That's a crime. Yeah, that's a
that
crime.
was that was the time. But I do on large roast and stuff. I do have a tendency and they use a meat thermometer.
Right.
But like I said, it's just a matter of giving people peace. The one thing I don't like doing is if I'm having a cookout and I'm having a lot of people, everybody wants to bring something. And I'm a little leery, to be honest with you. I'd rather be in control of my whole menu.
Of course you would.
Yeah. I it's just me. It's just the way I am. You know, if you bring something, I don't know where it's been, what you've done with it, this, that, and the other thing. So if I cook it, I know exactly what's what. My timing is perfect. I don't, there's certain things that don't go with certain things. And, being Italian, I have an appetite that never quits.
Right.
And I actually sat down one day and I was presented with an end piece of roast beef that weighed 1 ounce shy of 4 pounds. 4 pounds. And the couple that I was with, they were joking, and my wife was, you're never going to eat that. But the waiter walked through the dining room, and he had it on a tray, Louis, and he's holding it up high. Everybody's staring at it. So now it comes down in front of me. I ate the whole thing. Almost 4 pounds of beef, which is, and I'm not a big fan of Joey Chestnuts and the Nathan hot dog eating contest because they call it a sport. I think it's gluttony. But I sat down and ate that 4 pound. And the guy that I was with, he put a $50 bill on the table, said I couldn't do it. So that took care of that. And then just to break his chops a little bit, I turned around. I came with a baked potato. And the thing must have weighed about 1 pound. I brought the baked potato and I put it, and I started picking on that after the roast beef. He almost died. He almost died. And to this day, he still will bring it up. And when we were together, we don't see too much of each other anymore. But man, I'll tell you, he says, "You remember that piece of roast beef?" But I like spicy food. I like hot food. What does eating hot food? What does that do for your insides? I mean,
Well. The digestive system responds well with spicy food in moderation because it helps to increase circulation. But if it's burning your tongue and your gums, it's also burning the inside of your intestine. And if you think about the intestine like a tube, and if that tube is all swollen on the inside, that's the inflammation. That's where somebody has any of those digestive symptoms that they don't want. So you might not be able to see it, but that is what's occurring, and that's what's causing the full feeling, the bloated, the gas, the indigestion, and the things that go with that.
Doctor, give us a primer on the gut biome and good gut health, because as you mentioned, living in the United States, good luck trying to control good food because it's just stuff. You can't control sugar, you can't control salt. It's just so difficult. What's the biggest mistake people make? What do they need to avoid? What do they need to start doing today?
I would say what I tell my patients for all these years is stay away from the carbs, stay away from the coffee, the tea, the soda pops. The reason being, and no one likes when I hear this, when I say this, is you're supposed to have an acid digestive system that breaks down your food. When you drink coffee, tea, and pop, it alkalizes your digestion. You no longer can absorb properly, so now you become malnourished because of the drinks that you're having. So people eat a lot of carbs. In the Italian culture, it's very hard to avoid them. I have found that Italian flour was much better than flour grown here in America. And so if you're eating heavy protein, vegetables cooked, steamed, sauteed, I don't care. If you have a digestive problem and you start with protein and vegetables and water, you can make a million meals that way. You just have to be creative. And you'll find you feel better, you lose weight, you're not inflamed, you're sleeping better, you don't have restless legs, your skin improves, you don't have circles under your eyes. This is all because you're eating a cleaner diet rather than pretending it doesn't affect you.
And you would get restless legs from that?
Yeah.
That's a symptom, yeah? Interesting. Again, when I say I like spicy foods, I mean, I don't want to sit there and sweat and not be able to taste the food.
Right.
I had a father-in-law who took great pride in making hot peppers, and I mean hot peppers. And one day I had a good friend of mine over the house, and we were making Italian sausage on the grill. And he turned around and got my guest and says to my father-in-law, Peter, he says, are those really hot? My father-in-law says, they're medium. They're medium. So the poor guy puts them in his sandwich. He takes a couple of bites. I thought I was going to lose him. I mean, and my father-in-law thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. I mean, he was in serious condition. I mean, really too hot. Some of your suggestions to keep away from getting foodborne illnesses, if you were to say 5, what would they be?
It would be use some of the natural herbs and spices. Would be very helpful. You know, oregano, ginger, turmeric, peppermint, parsley. There's a lot of different herbs and spices that help digest your food. They're not just decoration on the side of the plate.
It helps digest. It helps digest better.
Yes.
Really, like oregano and stuff.
Yes. And oregano has tremendous healing qualities and its properties as well. So you can not really overdo your oregano.
How about basil?
Basil's awesome too. You know, all these herbs have a place. They're not just for your taste buds.
I just want to throw out a tip real quick. Roger Trudell, I went to his house yesterday, and he gave me a bunch of basil out of the garden. So he said to me, cut it. He says, take the leaves off, put it in a glass of water. It'll stay for, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I looked at it this morning. It looked better than when he cut it. I mean, so, and I love basil, man. I don't care. You talked about you had pizza the other day. You put some nice slices of basil on that, extra virgin olive. Oh, geez.
Hey, before we hand it over to Roger, who just called in, I want to ask you, Doctor, because it's been a subject on this show and it's been a subject in my house. In fact, we're paying a ridiculous amount of money for high phenol olive oil on a daily basis. Talk to me about that and what you think about that.
I think it's very important because it's actually from a region that's taking care of it, cold pressing properly. It's not a conglomeration of lots of oils from sources that they can't really track. So, olive oil has such healing qualities that you want to make sure that you're going to get the benefit from that. So you pretty much do have to, you get what you pay for with olive oil.
High quality. I mean, I pay $56 for a bottle.
Yeah.
And I take it 2 tablespoons every evening. And, I'm no kid anymore, and I'm getting up there, and I know it. But it does keep you talk about inflammation, and I think that has a lot to do with what I'm taking because of that extra virgin olive oil.
Absolutely.
Especially taking it at night, because it's very beneficial.
Well, it has the basis of being able to give you some of the oils that you need to fight pain and inflammation. And when people are missing these very basics, they're always in pain, they're always inflamed, they're reaching for the medicine bottle to try to bring down that symptom, and it can actually be corrected with the right fish oils.
We have Roger waiting to say hello to you. It's going to have to be brief because I'm running up close to a break. Roger, you're on the air.
Mikey, doctor, thank you very much for being on the air. Mike, thanks for the pat on the back with the basil.
You're welcome.
My son is a CIA educated chef, and he's taken all the food safety courses and everything else, and he's given me a lot of insight into stuff. However, being a relative of Italian, they tend to do stuff themselves. And I just want you to take on, in Salem, right in the depot, they've opened up a kitchen, certified food kitchen, for people that want to process their own stuff.
Oh.
With all
Wow. I love that.
Accoutrements, safety features. It's about $50 an hour to go in there and do it. And I would expect that you would recommend something like that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just like Grandma's Kitchen, really what we're missing. You know, we've got a huge generation now that is eating out and they aren't learning to cook in the kitchen and they're not watching the relatives. So a lot of this things that should have been passed down are getting lost, and things like what you're explaining can bring back just the very basics that we don't do anymore and everyone took for granted back then.
Yeah.
And by the
that's
way,
good,
I always
Roger.
use a food thermometer.
You don't or you do?
It's worth the investment, and at that point, you know what you're doing.
Yes,
absolutely. Roger, hey, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. I appreciate you giving us a call. And your garden looks absolutely superb. Boy, when your tomatoes get ripe, you're going to be buried. You won't know what to do with them. You know where I live, right?
Yeah, I know where you live now.
I'm envious.
Thank you, Roger. Dr. Julie?
But can I ask? I need to ask her a chiropractic question before we leave. I'm a huge chiropractic fan. It made huge changes in my life, which I won't get into. But my chiropractor weighs about 98 pounds and kicks the crap out of me every time.
Good.
It's great. But I get really, really nervous when it comes down to the neck adjustment at the end. Have you ever experienced any kind of problems with a neck adjustment?
I get nervous when people don't get neck adjustments.
Yeah.
So there.
Think about it this way. It's like having a car parked on the garden hose, and you're looking at the garden and figuring out why it's not thriving. And the chiropractor across the street is standing there watching this and says, just flip me the keys. So we unpark that car from the garden hose. The water flows, the garden flourishes. That's exactly what those bones irritating those nerves is doing. So any adjustment's better than no adjustments.
Yeah.
And if it really was a scary situation, we would have killed each other in school when we were learning how to adjust. And there'd be no more chiropractors on the planet, no more schools teaching this.
There you go. Hey, you've been a
That helped
delight.
out. Yeah, thank you.
You've been a delight. I hope we can get you back on the air with us in the future.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your upcoming wedding.
Thank you very much.
Once again, like I said, you were a pleasure to talk to today.
You guys, the pleasure's all mine.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
You too.
Lou, why don't you take us out to break?
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella is honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-277-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazia Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazia Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazia Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazia Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, that was
Hope to
new.
see you soon. You know something, I enjoyed talking with her. I mean, I learned quite a few things about
Oh God,
what
yeah.
she had to say. And
Put socks and put onions in your socks.
yeah, I mean, I thought Italians were a little wacky, but you know something, I guess old folklore. You know, it's something that they probably did for thousands of years,
Yeah,
hundreds
you
of
know why
years.
it's old folklore? Because it works.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sometimes, you know, you're better off going back to things that are plain and simple instead of all this. And personally, I think the reason why a lot of men lose their hair is the fact that they wash it too often. I think you need to leave a little bit of that oil in your hair every other day would be probably, in my opinion. It's just me. I don't know. It's just the way I think. I might be completely wet, but you know, I think it's. You look at the way some of these women tease their hair, and it can't be good. It can't be good. I mean, you're just drying the living bejeebas out of it and getting rid of that natural oil. And I don't know. I think people overwork their hair. You know, I don't know what Tommy's excuse was, but but anyway, other than that, I just want to say the Boston's North End Historical Museum opened up. and it opened up to some great reviews. And I'll tell you, if you happen to be in the city of Boston, and boy, this summer the city has been freaking hopping. Oh my gosh. I mean, between the marathon, between the World Cup, and I mean, gee, one thing after another, the sales, the countries coming in, and all those beautiful boats. And it's been great for business. I don't know exactly how much it's going to help the economy, but it's got to be a big, big boost. And, you know, on the weekends, you can't get into a restaurant for all the tea in China, you know?
I know. The World Cup was so good.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, not God knows I hate soccer, but having the Scots here was amazing. It was fun as hell.
On a side note to that, I was looking at the numbers of people that made bets on the results of these soccer matches.
Oh, yeah.
It was freaking crazy. It was nutty. I mean, I know it lasted a lot longer. I mean, but, you know, the Super Bowl was like nothing compared to what the amount of monies this year that was placed on different matches that took place, and there were quite a few of them.
Worldwide, no doubt.
5.5 weeks, but I mean, the numbers, like I said, were, I had them written down. I don't remember exactly what the hell they were, but it was absolutely insane. I didn't bring it with me, but I was just curious as to see, and being able to place bets so easily now, I don't know if that's really healthy.
Well, for some it isn't. It's like anything else. It's like alcohol. Some people do it responsibly. Some people eat responsibly. Some people shop responsibly. Some people can't.
Yeah, well, you may have a point, but I don't know. I think it's too readily available, and you know, some of these prop bets are crazy, and I don't know. It seems like gambling. It's you look at the state of New Hampshire. I mean, for a state that didn't vote for it.
Well, Mikey, do you gamble responsibly?
Yeah, I
do you enjoy it? Do you get
if you
entertainment
enjoy
out of
if
it?
you use it as a recreation? Yeah, I agree 100%. But when you can just get on the phone and place a bet,
you can.
I know, it's just
You can play slots on the phone. You can.
so easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy, I think.
You can play slots on your couch if you want to.
Yeah, well, I play slots on my machine, on the couch, but it's not for money. I don't play for real money. I play for make believe. Right now, I'm up to $551 million.
Good for you.
It's true. It's true. I was up to 560. I lost 9 million last night.
Wow.
Ooh, I'll tell you.
That was tough.
Oh, I got a headache. Of course, I'm playing 100,000 a hand. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, you're just having fun with it, you know. But I don't know. I have mixed emotions about so much availability all of a sudden. Some people can't handle it. And like you said, if you do it recreational and you have a budget, that's fine. But when you can just get on the phone, I don't know. It maybe I'm all wrong, but
Well, again, it's like alcohol. It's like shopping. It's like anything else.
yeah, yeah.
You have personal responsibility for your own responsibility.
So at home now, you're preparing all your own meals. Is that what's going on?
Oh God, yeah.
You don't mind that?
No, I like to cook actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I'm
that
getting to
about
eat
you.
some of the stuff that I like. So.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah, they
Is-
don't think I'm a good cook, so.
And your main squeeze is where? California?
California, yeah.
Whereabouts in California?
Simi Valley.
Where?
Simi Valley, just north of Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. California is a little bit different. A little bit different.
Helping the family take care of a new set of twin girls.
Oh, your main squeeze is a grandma?
No. Aunt. Great aunt.
Great
yeah.
aunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's nice. Twins. Oof.
Yep.
That's a handful. That's a handful.
Yeah, on top of a sub 2-year-old and beyond that too. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yowza.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lou, for the life of me, how young families can have 3, 4 kids and I mean, they have to be making incredible amounts of money because cheap as creepers. I mean, I live by myself, and just going into the supermarket today,
Yep.
I mean, it's nuts. It's nuts. Just a mile, and then when you take everything education.
And forget that, the couple works full time. The wife is a nurse, the mother is a nurse, and it's like that's a lot going on. That's a lot.
You know who I forgot to mention say hello to, and she came in relatively late, Nancy DeMarco. She's saying good morning and buongiorno, and she's a sweetheart. You talk about a good cook. She's never come by here and dropped something off, but I hear there's rumors that she's an excellent, excellent cook. That's what I hear. Just a rumor. I'm not.
Okay.
We're not looking for anything, Nancy, but it's 462 Merrimack Street.
Yep.
Second floor.
Fridays at 11.
What do you think of these Red Sox?
I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I like them, and I like what they're doing. I don't know how real it is, but I'm enjoying it.
It seems they have a lot better pitching than I ever thought they did.
Pitching is really good. Offense is a problem.
Offense is a big problem. That poor kid that they brought up, and he gets hit in the finger with the pitched ball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gee.
They traded for, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
they got 2 at-bats out of him. Yeah.
Wow. But I don't think he needs surgery, so I don't know when he'll be back, if he'll be back this season or not.
I like the personality of a lot of these guys. It's got a lot of dog.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. They're having a good time. How about the manager?
I like the manager.
Kind of low-keyed.
I was an Alex Cora fan, so I don't think he was the problem. I still don't think he was the problem, but this guy's good. I hope they make him a permanent manager.
I disagreed with that move when they cleaned house. I did not understand that. They're not the ones playing ball. You know what I mean?
And Alex is good.
I thought so too. I mean, the way he reacted and got along with the members of his team were unbelievable.
But Chad's doing a good job, and
yeah,
the team responds to him. So
you think they'll leave him permanent?
Hope so. I think so. Well, it's going to matter whether Breslow stays. If they extend him, if they keep him on, then Chad Tracy will stay. If not, the new GM will want his own manager, I would imagine.
Well, we'll see. Patriots have started up, and that's where you really get excited. You love watching the Patriots.
Love the Patriots.
I know you do. How did the acquisitions, the people they brought in, a couple of good receivers. What do you think?
They got some weapons for Drake May, and hopefully Drake May continue. I mean, he's not going to have the year he had last year. It was an easy schedule. He's not going to be second in the MVP voting. But he's going to develop, and he's going to have another year under his belt. He's going to have another year under the system. I like him.
As long as you can give him some protection, because you're only as good as the crew in front of you.
Yep.
I mean, I don't care who you are. If Brady didn't have those pieces of stone in front of him blocking, he wouldn't have had the career he had. And something, no matter how good you are, you need time to be able to function. If you're running around with your tail between your legs and you're not really looking downfield, then it's a problem.
I'm worried about the left tackle. I definitely am.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really followed it all that close. I'm not really into football mode yet, to be honest with you.
No, it's not even August yet.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, hey, Lou, I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad you're eating okay. You look happy.
Yep.
Yeah, you're sleeping good.
They're forcing me to eat better.
You're sleeping good. That's a good thing. Hey, listen, everybody, take care. Next week, we're going to have your girlfriend on with us.
Esther?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. First of the week, first of the month.
First of the month, yeah.
You're going to check her tan lines again?
Al's been writing her significant other, Tommy's brother, Al Zappala, has been writing articles now for the Post-Gazette, Pam's paper.
Really?
And he's doing a hell of a nice job.
Nice.
I really enjoy reading him. He had a great one in there this week. So we'll have to talk a little bit more about that.
I like it.
Hey, Lou, have a good weekend.
You too.
Hey, everybody, take care. If the weather breaks a little bit and you can get outside, do it, because, man, I'll tell you, before you know it, it's going to be the end of August, and you're going to be looking at September, and before you know it, it'll be November. I mean, for God's sakes, they're putting up Halloween candy out in the stores already. Why rush it like that? Why? Why? Take care, everybody.